Newsday, there's been a major breakthrough in cancer research. A new vaccine against melanoma has almost halved the rate of recurrence and death in patients. With more, joining us live is Natasha Robinson, the health editor at the Australian newspaper. Natasha, good to see you. Thanks for your time. This all sounds very promising. Just tell us a bit more about the trial and the results.
Yeah, very exciting news, Ash. It was announced by Moderna. So they are, of course, the biotech that rose to incredible prominence in COVID. It's an mRNA vaccine. So Moderna is, all about mRNA, and this is quite a sort of relatively new technology that, of course, absolutely proved itself during COVID as an effective method of vaccine delivery. So what's quite sort of special about this vaccine, and probably the reason why it seems to have succeeded. It is a phase 1 trial, so it's not a large phase 3, not a phase 1 trial, it's a phase 2 trial. So it's not a large phase 3 trial, which would sort of be generally the one that regulators would like to see before they approved such a vaccine or therapy, but it's a phase 2 human trial. So it involved about 180 participants. It's very much a statistically significant result, though, showing a sort of 47% reduction in the chance of cancer coming back after this vaccine was delivered. So what it is it's a personalised vaccine, and that's what makes this, a really interesting development. There's been a lot of vaccines that have been trialled for cancer in human trials that have failed, but the reason this one probably has succeeded is because it is personalised. So every individual patient gets a personalised vaccine. So the vaccine they receive is actually formulated based on their individual tumour. They get a biopsy of their tumour, and then they create the vaccine to be specific to those particular mutations in their tumour. So this is why mRNA is such an exciting technology, because the speed of it, the fact that you can kind of relatively quickly genetically sequence a vaccine to be specific to even an individual person's cancer, makes this, a really sort of exciting prospect. So what happens is that, they had their treatment, surgery to remove the melanoma. The trial was tested the vaccine given in combination with an immunotherapy drug called Keytruda. And immunotherapy was really the first thing in cancer treatment that, was just a game changer. But this just takes it one step further. So after they've had the initial treatment, they receive this course of vaccines like a couple of times a month over sort of 6 to 9 months. And, what it does is it actually detects within the body and primes the immune system to attack any cancerous cells that emerge or any cancer that is lurking within the body. The body will attack it. The T cells get primed to actually attack any cells with those mutations that the vaccine has actually primed the immune system to recognise. So, I think, there's still a way to go. They will need to conduct a larger trial probably before, such a therapy is actually approved by regulators. But it certainly looks, really promising at this stage. And of course, we do need to see these results published in a peer-reviewed journal. At the moment, it's an announcement by Moderna, so we haven't actually seen, those results actually published and presented. So that will be good to see, probably a few weeks down the track.
Because with this cancer, Natasha, recurrence is a real problem for patients, isn't it? I think we all have probably heard some terribly tragic stories of cancers coming back and the outcomes not being great.
Yeah, that's right. It is very common for melanomas, if they are at the point of kind of stage 3 or stage 4, to recur. The rates of fatality are, not too good at all. So it is, it's a very stressful thing for someone who's had a melanoma, and then they have a recurrence of cancer. I interviewed a lady yesterday who'd had recurrence 4 times over the course of about 15 years. And, you know, to just be living with that sense of, oh my God, like, you know, is it going to come back again, would be, you know, really, really difficult. And of course, you know, sometimes melanomas, you know, they might sort of start, you know, somewhere on the skin and then end up sort of, you know, if you end up with a secondary cancer in the brain, or, you know, it can just be absolutely devastating and difficult to survive. And, you know, yeah, so I do think if you know, if we can slash these death rates in half, you know, it's incredibly significant.
Absolutely. It sounds like, as you say, a real game changer, and we hope that those very smart minds behind it can get on with it and get this out to everybody ASAP. It sounds like there's a little way to go before that. But Natasha, really appreciate you joining us to talk us through the trial. Thanks so much.
Great to talk to you, Ash. Bye.